Kayfabe Friends and NJ Holiday, talking news and wrestling all day. Kayfabe Friends, the podcast you need.
Shots fired!
Bow, 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 bow.
Welcome to Kayfabe Friends. I'm the David Difference. Oh, what a difference a Dave makes with my... I don't even know what to call you after last week, man.
What?
Just go ahead and...
What happened last week?
We'll talk about that.
What happened last week?
I
thought we had a good WrestleMania weekend here in Vegas.
Oh, I did.
He said, "Oh, I did." See, I like how you said I did.
We as a joint thing,
but it's your favorite holiday, NJ Holiday, and today we have ourselves a very, very special guest. Ladies and gentlemen, we have ourselves FSW royalty, FSW legend. He is a FSW former tag team champion, former FSW No Limits champion, former Future Legends champion, the first ever, ladies and gentlemen, Matt Vandagriff. Make some noise.
There he is.
Hey, it's been a while. It's been about 5 years since I did a podcast with you. You got a catchy jingle now. You forgot to put former Nevada State champion in there too, but it's all good.
I was gonna say that. I didn't want to mess up his intro.
I was gonna say that based off of the way it ended. We was gonna talk about how you felt on getting dethroned by Big Duke Lawrence and what you have planned for him, or
we're
how you
getting right
respond.
into that.
Yeah, I was gonna start off hot because that was like I said, that caught me off guard. You like I said, you were the workhorse champion. You was a man. You was defending it against everybody and anybody, and then just this storm of Duke Lawrence just came out of nowhere, man.
You had to bring that up so soon.
Just getting it out the way. You kick it off. Just getting it out the way. Just getting it out the way. Ripping the Band-Aid off. You know
well, it's a fresh wound, man. You gotta let the Band-Aid stay on till it heals.
Put the alcohol on it.
Put the alcohol on it.
Yeah, what the hell? Maybe we'll get to that. You recently, let's not even talk about it. We'll get to that. I'm sure that'll come out.
Yeah, your question sucks.
Yeah. My bad.
Yeah, and we definitely have a lot to talk about as we look back. This is our first episode since WrestleMania. It's just been crazy since then.
Ooh.
We had a lot of things moving, and we are here. We're going to talk a little bit about Mania, what's going on in the wrestling world. Matt, you got a lot going on, and you got some big things coming up, so we're definitely going to talk about that. And like you said, it's been about 5 years. We stepped it up. You stepped it up. Like, we're evolving here. We don't stay complacent. And if you want, I don't know if that interview it probably still exists out there.
Somewhere.
Somewhere in the stratosphere on the internet.
But here we are again, and it's great to evolve. Matt, how are you doing, man?
We're here. We're alive. We're breathing. We're hurt every day and just getting through it.
Yeah. I would think, especially with your style of wrestling, you got to be, seriously hurt every day or in some kind of pain or feeling something, or how you holding up?
There's always something going on, but it's nothing that bothers me too much that I can't keep going through, and nothing that takes me to the hospital or anything like that.
Okay.
So, just gotta keep working hard and keep at it and keep the mindset good, and you're all good.
Yeah, and the thing that I love about Vandagriff, man, is like you're somebody that's all in on this business. Like, since I've known you, like, this is just your thing, and like so dedicated. Do what you got to do. Very disciplined when it comes to professional wrestling. What is like your magic sauce that keeps you going? Obviously there's ups and downs in this business, but to be as dedicated as you are, like, still have that vision. And I asked you this before, is there a plan B? You said there is no plan B. Is that question and answer still the same?
Still no plan B.
Okay.
But what keeps me going is just that it's the only thing that growing up I ever loved and ever fell in love with growing up to try to pursue. And then I found out how to pursue it, and I just like, hey, I don't want to go to college. Told my parents that, and they're like, okay. But they knew I was all in for wanting to be a wrestler, and they supported it. And I found the place to train, and just from there, just gotta do what you gotta do and discipline yourself. It's like you said, ups and downs, very little highs, a lot of lows.
Do you believe that? Very low. I would think so. I've never been a wrestler. I've always just like admired people that had the balls to step in the ring and then do it well. I would think that as a wrestler, how often do you step outside of the ring after a match and go home and like, that was dope as shit, what I'm doing?
So I will say that is one of my biggest problems.
You don't give yourself credit?
No, because like for instance, like I've been doing like the arena shows with New Japan and all
Uh-huh.
that stuff, and like I'll take pictures of the arena like empty, then full, be like, oh, I just wrestled here. But like I don't ever take into consideration like I just wrestled in front of like 5,000 people in this arena. Like I'm always kind of like, what's next?
Yeah.
Instead of like taking the time to actually appreciate what I just did.
Do you think that would be important? Like I know like anytime we finish a big project or we just done something, I gotta take at least a moment to just like sit was like I'm grateful, I'm blessed. Like I'm on the journey. So often we forget that we're on the journey and we're looking for the next. I'm the same way a lot of times though. We're looking for that next thing that we're not just like I'm doing what I love since I was a kid. Like you don't you don't give yourself those times to reflect.
Kind of bask in it and just soak it in and just cherish the moment that you're living. And actually, like you said, not only are you pursuing it, but you're also excelling in it. You know what I'm saying? So just take time to just give yourself those flowers and just bask in the ambience of your own excellence and everything that you've been accomplishing as of late.
Not a lot. There are times where I'm like, oh wow, like I've actually done some like cool things, like whether it was wrestling in arenas for New Japan or getting squashed in 2 seconds on AEW or doing a promo for Ollie on a TNA pre-show before their pay-per-view, like stuff like that. And I'm just like, in the moment, like, oh, this is cool, but I don't like take the time afterwards like I should. Like I just did that. Like they believed in me to do something like that, and they trusted me, and like people backed me on doing something like that. Like I have a hard time with that sometimes because
Yeah.
I'm always trying to see like what can be next or how can I step it up for the next time.
It'll be better. Well, on behalf of Kayfabe Friends, David Difference, NJ Holly, you are a tremendous talent. Ever since I met you,
Extraordinary talent.
Ever since I met you, I'm like, oh, this is the guy. That's my guy. And the crowd has received you, and like they support you. And I just think you're a phenomenal talent, and it shows. So I definitely would recommend taking a pause. Like I tell myself every day, I'm fucking dope. Like my life is pretty damn good and it feels good like once you start, but like you're doing amazing things. And again, we always look for that when I get here there's always another mountaintop, right?
Yeah.
So it's like you just got to enjoy the journey because it shit looks fun as hell. I mean, in the arena, 5,000 people, that's crazy.
It's insane.
That's crazy. But I guess you're so focused on what you're doing that it's hard to take that in a moment like that, right? Yeah. What so what is it like so New Japan, obviously FSW, but New Japan, what has that experience been like?
It's been great for the most part, like started it there like 2023, I believe. It was like their first class that they like actually announced, not a camp, but like an actual class. And ever since then, it's just kind of like been going up and up. And I'm grateful for everything that's happened with it. Still being used. It's been 2 years, still getting used. So that's always something good. One of those things I was finally told I'm doing good there. You never know. And then when you finally hear it, you're like, awesome. That's good to hear. Kind of is that mental part back down to where you need it to be. Like, okay, they like what I'm doing. Stuff like that. But been going, and it's just I wish there was more shows. The goal is obviously to go out to Japan and wrestle. But I mean,
what is so explain to me, and I'm just gonna admit my ignorance on this. I know New Japan, Southern California, they have the facility there, but it's tied to New Japan, which is in Japan, correct? And so what is this division, or and what's the breakdown? You said since 2023, that's 2 years. So they brought something to the States, or how does
so New Japan Strong is their American shows.
Okay.
From my understanding is that's their American shows. They've had the dojo there for I want to say like 2019, but they would do like camps. Like Damien's done camps. Oasis has done camps. Sharp's done camps. Jacob Austin Young's done camps, and he's out there right now actually. But like those are like camps with like Shibata and all that stuff. I never did any of those, but the classes were something new that came about in 2023. So I just took the opportunity and did it. But yeah, they've been out here for a while, but it's more just I don't know. I couldn't really explain it. It's just like people getting their foot in the door, I guess, with them, or because I do like an academy show at the end of each class.
So it's kind of like a one might say like an NXT in the States to like, you know, get the talent ready and possibly,
yeah, a possible opportunity could come out of it. Like I say I got lucky. I took the chance and was like, you know what, I'm just gonna do it. And ever since the first day, I've been. I don't know if they just liked me or liked what I get brought to the table, but I did something right.
You've been making the most of your reps and your chances that they've been giving you, so they keep bringing you back for more and more opportunities. Speaking of that, New Japan Strong, let's talk about this opportunity you got presenting itself next weekend from now. May 9th, New Japan Wrestling Strong Resurgence, Ontario, Carolina. May 9th, you're going up against somebody that you've been training with, somebody that we could say is your mentor, somebody that's been showing you the ropes as of late, Fred Rosser. You're going to be in a one-on-one match with him. Tell us about your mindset going up into this match and what you plan on bringing to this encounter you have with your trainer / mentor.
See, you say he's my trainer / mentor, but I don't see it that way.
Oh, okay.
Like my problem with this match coming up on May 9th is that, in my opinion, Fred has betrayed me. He took someone else under his wing, got him ready for what they needed him to do, and then they sent him to Japan. Well, who I looked up to Fred, and I realized that the only reason I ever looked up to him was because he was holding me back. I'm not gonna let him hold me back no more. So on May 9th, mentor, coach, whatever you want to call him, he's getting the real version of me. He's not getting the guy that he was helping get ready for these matches. No. He's getting the real version of Matt Vandagriff, which you guys have seen before with me and Damian Drake teaming as a young guy did. Like, you know how serious I can get in that ring.
Yes.
So Fred Rosser can expect that side of me come May 9th. I'm done fucking around. Like, it's time to get serious. I want to show everyone why I belong there.
Okay, well, on that note, hey, Matt Vandagriff versus Fred Rosser.
Fred, don't miss out. No, Fred, look out.
Yeah.
Like when come on, you see the side of him.
No, it's
you
rare.
know what that bring out.
Yeah, man. No, it's rare. Don't miss out. Don't get shut out. Y'all get y'all tickets now. New Japan Pro Strong Resurgence, Ontario, Carolina. Look at me, California. May 9th. The Toyota Center. So I mean, let's go. Make sure y'all get y'all tickets. It's gonna be one hell of a match. Now, like I said, you bringing that fire. So like I said, Fred Ross, you better stay woke, man. You better get it together.
Yeah.
Because Matt Vandagriff ain't coming to play.
That's not somebody you want to play with.
Yeah.
But let's talk about betrayal, because I
did hear that word. That was a key word you said, betrayal.
That happens a lot in this business. And sometimes it's just teaching lessons. Was this more personal? Or I mean, maybe there's a bigger lesson that Fred's trying to teach here.
It felt personal.
Okay.
Which side are you on, Dave?
I'm over here on your podcast.
I'm just asking questions. I want to know.
You trying to be a primetime player, huh? That's what it is. You trying to be a primetime player. That's what's going on.
No, I definitely, betrayal. I know what it's like to be betrayed. And I want to say that being betrayed by somebody that you trust, that you share a lot with, and confide in, it's not a good thing. It's not a good feeling. So I can understand if I had the mat skills that you had, what I would do to some people, but I'm not a fighter. I'm just
you're a lover.
I'm a talker.
No, you're a lover.
Yeah, I'm a lover. I'm a lover. Well, that's a hell of a match. For anybody that is in the area, you got to get down there and check it out.
Yeah. There's a list of the names.
Is that something we're going to?
There's a list of the names that's going to be on there. Zach Zaber Jr., you got Mercedes Monet, you got Takeshna. He's going to be up on there. Okay. So, like I said, it's going to be an all-star card. Like I said, featuring the New Japan Pro Academy wrestlers like yourself, May 9th, Ontario, California. Let's get it. We should be there, May 9th. Why not? Get the Kayfabe Friends in the house. Let's go ahead and be some reps. You know what I'm saying? Coming in, show
supporters there.
Okay.
Maybe. I don't know the way he was talking.
Yeah, the way he's talking, like Fred Ross, like, come on, man.
I was just asking, you
was taking sides.
He considers himself your mentor and a trainer, correct?
Wait, don't do it. Don't go the route I think you better go.
Okay.
All right. Let's talk about WrestleMania.
Yeah, WrestleMania.
Yes.
So I definitely want to check that out.
See it.
We can watch it streaming. It's on what network? We got it.
You talking about for New Japan Pro Resurgence? It might be on Fight TV.
Might be on Fight. If not, it'll be on their
the Toyota Arena
New Japan app.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So definitely check that out. It's a star-studded card, but there's one match that you got to see, and that's my guy right here. I didn't mean nothing.
No, it's all good. You know, I'm gonna go out there and prove my point and steal a show like I always do.
And then,
Yeah.
and then
that's definitely what you did. So how long for people that are just waking up to Matt Vandagriff? How long you been in the game?
2016 is when I started, so I debuted 2017.
It's 9 years.
So yeah.
Biggest lesson that you learned over those 9 years about wrestling?
What do you mean?
The industry. Like, what's the biggest takeaway thus far on this journey?
Just keep grinding, stick to yourself. You know, there's not a lot of friends here.
Yeah.
Welcome to the world, huh?
No, but welcome to the Kayfabe Friends.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
friends that you can rely on. You know?
Friends. Like friends, I didn't see my friends. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, we play friends on the podcast. What is the biggest thing you learned about yourself in those 9 years?
I've always had patience, so like just knowing how patient I am when it comes to just people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
You telling me?
Yeah.
I lost my patience years ago. Like I just fly off the
I'm not the biggest people person.
Yeah.
Nah, yeah.
I don't know where I crashed out at.
There's a bunch of clips of Dave crashing out here at the Dave Cave mid podcast, but that's another post for another day.
That's a thing of the past.
Yeah.
So we're out here in Las Vegas, as you know, and
Sin City, baby.
2 weeks ago, it seems like it was just yesterday.
Yeah,
WrestleMania 41 was here in the city, and that week was insane in terms of just all the events that were going on, not just WWE, but
not just WWE, like you said, not just WWE, but also, hey man, what's better than 3 ropes? Fourth rope.
4 of them things.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Kayfabe Friends was heavily involved with Hills Have Eyes 6. We was up in that thing, Culture Inc. Had ourselves a Las Vegas street fight against AEW's The Infantry. So that's a lot of good footage for y'all to see.
Yeah.
Eli doing a freaking moonsault off the second story of the Pearl Theater at the Palms Casino. So,
Oh yeah. I gotta watch that. I was in bed, I think. This was the midnight show.
Yeah, it was a midnight show.
Yeah.
It was a midnight show.
Like we're talking, these were like 24-hour days. You were like, what all were you involved with?
I just did 2 matches. I wasn't too like stressed about all the wrestling this weekend.
No.
No.
There was the FSW. You were at the FSW.
Yeah, I did a winner's circle at the ladder match.
Okay, yeah.
We was both at Winter Circle. That was a good show. I'm seeing Wrestling with Unicorns, but dropping some clips from that today.
And then I did the Future Legends show, the 4-way match.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
And that was Bodie Young Prodigy, huh?
Yeah.
So thoughts on Bodie Young Prodigy?
No, he's a good kid. Like
he's a good kid.
He's still a kid.
Still a kid. That's it. He really is still a kid, man.
Pisses you off sometimes. He's been wrestling as long as I have.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's crazy.
The prodigy, to say the least, man. He's been started what? I want to say training at 14?
8.
8.
Yeah.
8.
Yeah. He's been there since kids class.
He'll be 18 soon.
I remember when he first came out and did his first, like, he was just a little kid, I didn't know, but they showcased like the kids match on Future Shock. And he came out, but he was a heel. He was going mad. I was like, he was a little kid. I don't even know that he did any moves or anything. He was just running his mouth. But I was like, okay. And then just to watch him grow is crazy. Like to watch everybody grow in this thing and like evolve. And it's like, oh, I'm doing this now. And you just see the flyers on social media. It's like, okay, this motherfucker making moves. So, there's so much talent out there. But back to WrestleMania 41, let's talk about as a wrestler in the city, where it's at. What do you look forward to during WrestleMania weekend? Like, what did you partake in? There's so much going on.
I'm very homebodied. So
yeah,
I didn't do shit.
That's good. It's a good way to save money because everything with TKO and WWE was expensive as shit.
I did my 2 matches Thursday and Sunday. I went to night 1 very last minute.
Oh nice.
Yeah.
And then I just stayed home and chilled. I like my
solitude. Yeah. I love the Dave Cave here, and like times like that, I'm kind of the same way. It's like it just sounds like too much commotion. But after we went last year, I was just like, it was kind of, I like that chaos because
energy.
It's like wrestling,
and then everybody all the wrestling fans coming together from all around the world in one specific city.
It's like you got something in common with all these people, and you can talk shit.
And then some subscribers seeing us in real life. Hey man, aren't y'all the guys that do the podcast in Vegas? I'm like, yeah, Kayfabe Friends.
Yeah.
So,
No, it was just a great experience being out there, and you're just like, fuck all of that.
Yeah.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you, bro.
I don't like going out.
No.
So
That's how you save money. I'm not.
Well, not
saying
even the
already
save
broke,
money
so.
aspect. I would think I would just get in the mix, and I mean, but yeah, if you don't like crowds, you don't like.
But he
people,
got in the mix. He did his shows. You know what I'm saying? And
Well,
he just,
you know what I'm saying. The mix, there was like 1,000 events going on that week. So
Mhm.
I mean, I get it. I picked these cats was talking about we're gonna go here, then we're gonna go here, and I said I'm going to 5 things. That's it.
what was the 5 things?
You know, the 5 things I did. WrestleMania.
Okay.
I'm going to WrestleMania.
All right.
I was going to Knox Pro,
Okay.
a couple of their events, and I was doing the WWE 2K thing, and I
Okay.
was doing the Busted Open.
That's
And,
4.
you know.
Okay. 4 things. You did that.
Yeah,
What handled it?
It was good. It was very calculated, and I didn't feel
Strategic.
overwhelmed. Yeah, it was strategic.
Uh-huh.
I got tons of footage, and it was,
Mhm. I like it. It's awesome. I'm glad you got what you wanted to get.
no, it was
there
good.
for
I mean, I
WrestleMania with.
made some good connects to move the needle. That was my thing. It's like you meet people, and you just connect and kind of.
Damn, nothing for CAC. You do nothing for CAC during WrestleMania week.
Well, there was the watch party at the Plaza. So,
Okay.
are you a member of the CAC?
There
Commercial
goes the
time.
sales
Are you a
pitch.
member of the CAC?
I apologize for this.
You know about the CAC, right? Do you?
I know when they come out here.
Tell me what, and this is like, what do you know about the Cauliflower Alley Club? This is for my own knowledge.
That it's a convention.
Okay, and
That's literally
that's it. Okay,
Maybe a show.
That's good. Yeah. That's what I thought it was. From
yeah,
the
that's
jump too.
so.
Coming from Houston.
I'm on the board with the CAC. It's a nonprofit, only nonprofit, and I'll say this every episode now.
As you should. Yeah.
Only nonprofit 501c3, and it's 60 years this year. And their sole purpose is to raise money from our members. Like, you become a member, that goes into our benevolent fund. So if a wrestler gets injured or is going through hard times, needs some financial assistance, we donate money from the benevolent fund to wrestlers. And from you talk about like Kamala or a lot of the guys from back in the days, like Brian Niles, we just helped him out. He's going through the foot issue. But we've been doing that for 60 years. So, and then we celebrate obviously the honor and history and legacy of professional wrestling by doing the reunion. So each year it's not a convention, it's a reunion where the members come, we have dinners, and then we give awards to different wrestlers that have contributed to the legacy of this sport. So it's a club for everybody. And I think a lot of people think it's like old school, old time, which again, it's the legacy, but as it evolves, one day this will be old school to somebody. So, and you were at Bay's benefit, yeah? Yeah. So
I wrestled, yeah.
Yeah. So we did gave away a check there to help out Bay, and like anytime like one of our brothers or sisters in the industry go down, we help out. So now you know what it is, because there is a lot of misconception. People like, and that's what I thought until I went to one. I helped them do some videos. I was like, oh, this is what it is. So it's just educating that. So I would ask you to. I know you don't like to do shit, but it's $35 for a year. You help out. It's a great cause. And then you come out to the reunion, hang out and meet some. As a wrestler, how important is it to talk to legends in the business? Like, oh, there's Haku, there's JBL, there's like to sit down and just have a meal with them and talk to them, regular conversation, and pick their brain. Is that important?
Very important, yeah. No matter who it is, whether it's someone that just started or someone that's been doing it for 25, 30 years. Like, you can always learn something from anybody. And like just be able to sit down with someone with that kind of knowledge, so it's great. Because you'll learn something without realizing you're learning something.
Yeah. I guess when you reflect on it, yeah, that's dope. So, I mean, another reason to come out to the reunion in August, we got Mick Foley. We're doing the roast of Mick Foley. A lot of comedy legends, a lot of wrestling legends are going to be roasting them. So, no, we didn't do anything for the CAC during Mania. I was pushing for that shit.
Yeah, you were.
But we had the watch party. I didn't go there. I told you I was.
He was handling business.
We was in Mania.
But we got love. But yeah, that's him. He's on the executive board of Cauliflower Alley Club. So that's
the final
him.
boss.
The final boss. So just had to get that in there. Had to put you on. But yeah, let's get back to WrestleMania Saturday night. Let's go over the results. What was you pleased with? Both of y'all. Let me know what y'all think. But I guess they kicked off WrestleMania Saturday with Jey Uso the Yeet Master going up against the Ring General Gunther, and then Jey Uso finally climbing that mountain. 15 years in the business, and he gets his first major singles, well, not first world title reign, which is the World Heavyweight Championship by Jey Uso defeating Gunther. So, what did y'all think about Jey Uso finally claiming the top title or one of the top titles in the business?
Where'd you watch it at?
Night one I was there. Yeah.
Okay. And you were at the Palms.
I was at the Palms pool with Ric Flair, 16-time world champion, Nature Boy.
The Nature Boy.
The Nature Boy.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, what you think?
Well, let's get your thoughts on the match.
You go ahead.
Okay. What I thought was I expected Jay to win.
You happy? You happy the way it went down?
Yeah.
Him making Gunther tap out. Not just winning, but he made Gunther tap out.
Yeah, that was an interesting way to handle that. And I like, if we fast forward how Gunther is now, like he's on a tear. So
trying to choke out Michael Cole.
Yeah, that adds into his storyline. So I don't think it hurt him. It was odd at the time. It was like, oh, okay, this is how they end it. And then again, being in the arena, I don't really watch the matches when I'm there. I'm just kind of vibing and looking and filming, and then the crowd goes off. You start eating. I was like, oh, that must have been dope. And then they get home. It was all right. So yeah, it was a good match.
You liked it?
I liked the results.
Because both of y'all were there. Like I said, both of y'all were there.
Like I said, I didn't. I couldn't. I watched the shows on probably Monday when I got home.
Mm-hmm.
Just actually watched it in the arena. Where I was kind of just in cloud nine.
That's what's up.
But I knew the crowd was juiced.
That's what's up.
Yeah. Where were you at?
Things off.
I was right side of the entrance.
Okay.
So, okay. Yeah, like right behind it. Not behind it, but behind it.
Hell yeah.
Oh, you were backstage.
A little bit, I guess. Yeah.
A little bit. How you get a little? Oh, on the VIP booths?
No, not right there.
Okay.
I can see those.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, shit,
I was in the stadium.
You damn near had VIP too.
Yeah, I was right there.
Right alongside the damn ramp.
You know Derwin?
No.
He used to wrestle at FSW. Derwin the Destroyer. Cross days. He wrestled Cross.
Derwin the Destroyer. Shout out to DD.
You know? If you've seen him, because I think
is he a radio dude or something like that?
No. He used to wrestle, man.
I wasn't here. Bro.
Yeah. No, it was wild. I think it was in the Cross days, but he was sitting across from me. So I mean, anyways,
I got here in 2021. He was done by then, I think.
Yeah, probably. He went off to the military.
Okay.
Anyway,
you like I said, you like the Jey Uso thing. So another thing that happened that same night, Jacob Fatu versus LA Knight United States Championship match. You know what I'm saying? Jacob Fatu, in his WrestleMania debut, he wins the United States Championship. Like I said, he's from California as well. So what do y'all think about Jacob Fatu reaching the mountaintop? You know what I'm saying? A dude that was incarcerated. All of a sudden, you know what I'm saying? All these years later, now he's at WrestleMania on the main stage winning a big-time singles championship.
I was happy because, like, I know that dude. Like, he's a great dude.
He's a great dude, yeah.
He's awesome. And, like, I've wrestled him. So, like, it was just so cool to, like, see someone I've wrestled, like, win at Mania. So.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
that's what's up now.
You know, Jacob's my guy.
Yeah, that I mean. All gas, no brakes. Shout out to Jacob Fatu. Yeah, he did a nice little interview with another podcast, Club Club 420, I think, with Jeff T and them boys. Yeah, the time, yeah. And the dude asked him, what was like your big purchase with your with his WWE contract? He literally just said, oh, well, shit, really, who's paying my rent on time? You know what I'm saying? So, and that's a real deal.
Don't get me started on that. My rent's going to be late.
You know what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? That's a real deal, especially with Jacob. Like I said, shout out, he's a father of seven kids. So, no, that ain't no joke. Paying your rent on time, bro. Yeah, that'll be a big time.
It's impossible.
Purchase for me as well. You know what I'm saying? So, him coming full circle and everything. So, that was pretty dope.
Yeah, but Jacob Fatu is that guy, man. And a shout out because he's dropping so much bass slang that we've been talking since I was a little toddler. That's just coming out, and I love it because he's putting it out to the world now. Everybody, yada. Like, come on, we've been on that, man, back in the 90s.
Yeah.
But, you know.
But nah, like I said,
maybe.
Some black excellence was on display too. Saturday night, we had the New Day win the World Tag Team titles off the War Raiders. That was pretty much of a shocker.
I was hyped on that, and then, and especially in the arena, I was going nuts. I was like, "Oh, it's dope," and they're there. So I was like, "New Day won." But then when I watched the match, before I went and watched it, everybody had said that match was shit and it shouldn't have been on the card. And I was like, "What are you talking about?"
It's only because they was a victim of like they got put on the card, but then you left the SmackDown tag champs off the card. That's all that was. There was a lot of people mad about if you're gonna put one set of tags, a set of tag team champions on there, you should put the other one on there, at least on the other day. They didn't do that, so that's why people was like kind of giving that match.
But they said the match
flack.
sucked.
The match didn't suck.
Did you watch?
I watched it.
Everyone in my section didn't care for it.
Yeah. See, there you go.
That was the majority. And
There
when
you
I
go.
watched it, I was like, oh, I get it. Because I was juiced to go watch it.
Right.
And then I was like, what are you talking about? It sucked. And then I was like,
Well, I was invested because, like I said, they made that heel turn on Big E. There has to be some type of payoff. You have to start utilizing them because you.
See, I think the problem was my whole section thought he was gonna come out.
Yeah, see, I think that's what it was too.
Big
They
E.
thought he was probably gonna come out and cost them or
Yeah.
something, but he didn't do it. They got the
I think
win.
he's leaving it alone, man.
Yeah, I think he's not worried about him. But yeah, that match was dope. And then,
But I was happy that they won.
yeah,
New Day's my squad. When I seen them with the
same.
belts, that's when I was
You
like,
see
oh,
that
shit.
right there, the booty-O's on display.
Yeah, those
Shout
are
out
the
to
guys.
them. This is the bad guy version of them, taking it back to 2015 when they were bad guys then too. So,
Yeah.
but no, seeing two Black Ebony Queens, that being Jay Cargill and Naomi, getting a one-on-one match on the grand stage of WrestleMania.
Mhm.
Seeing them have their match, that was pretty good. I like the finish. I like the big time reversal that she did. That was pretty sick. She had caught her and then freaking power bombed her and then hit her with the finisher right after that. Both of them had a good match, and then Jay Cargill coming with the victory.
Yeah, I like what Naomi's doing. I mean,
Mhm.
I like that. Like she's staying relevant and she's owning that.
She's been killing her
that
promos.
angle, yeah, where she's going with it.
Again, my whole section was mad because they wanted her to win.
Yeah, see?
yeah, and I thought damn near she could.
She could have.
Yeah. I was
Yeah.
thinking, yeah, this could be a toss-up.
Then you
It could go
had
either way.
El Grande Americano defeat Rey Fenix, who's replacing Rey Mysterio in his WrestleMania debut.
I don't. That's a match. I'm like, why is this on WrestleMania? The last minute replacement by Rey Mysterio, as you've seen, I posted early, man, that Mysterio got injured. You can watch it on. Well, you don't need to watch it, but I posted it first, man. Kayfabe Friends.
You was at SmackDown.
No, I seen him down there
You
in
was
the
at
corner, and I was
SmackDown.
like, "What the hell is he doing?" He was powdering for a while, and I was like, "He ain't getting up." And then after the match, he starts limping off. I was like, "Oh, let me post this." He's done.
Oh man!
But-
shout out to Ray. Get well soon. Sheesh.
Yeah, he just had surgery. He just had surgery. He
Good at
posted a
successful
video.
surgery.
Yeah. He had a
He talking about
successful.
he posted it first. Ray's injury.
Well, we're a media outlet.
You're right.
We-
You're right.
we were
Just
supposed to
give
post it
him
last.
give him well wishes after that. After that, shout out to yourself.
I'm a dumb guy. But the Rey Fenix, I think that there was so, and kind of like twisting the lanes a little bit. Penta hit, that shit has been insane. I think Phoenix coming in, had they came in as a team, they'd both be getting this like their amazing thing. I'm not feeling the same energy from
Phoenix right now.
yeah.
I mean, he's only been
his
there-
entrance was whack. Like, what has he got? A light that goes on behind him?
Wow,
And then he walks to the
that's
ring.
a hot take.
And somebody was watching it, and
I don't think it was bad. You probably just experienced that already with Penta. Is what
no.
it was.
Penta's different.
Okay.
I mean, Penta looks different. He's a different animal. I think that that if Rey Fenix doesn't either get back with him or do something, he's gonna get lost in the mix. I was watching a YouTube recap of a guy that was there in the front row, and
Oh, at WrestleMania.
yeah, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I was so excited." You know, Rey Mysterio came out, and he was like, "I didn't know till after the match that wasn't even Rey Mysterio."
Oh, come on, man. Come on,
and he was
dude.
dead serious. Too.
Ray Phoenix, Rey Mysterio. Come
No,
on,
he
man.
thought that he was like, "Yeah, I
he
can't wait to
just
see
got
the-"
taller. Is that what it was?
I don't think he was measuring him. He was just, you're caught up in it. You're at the arena,
Yeah,
and he was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
"Oh shit, that wasn't Rey Mysterio."
Yeah.
All I'm saying is, to me, as a fan watching it, Rey Fenix ain't getting the energy that Penta's got.
getting?
Penta's like started trending the second he came out.
Okay.
You know, he's got catchphrases, he's got the look, he got merch. You know, Rey Fenix, step your shit up.
Okay.
That's all I gotta say. You ever wrestled him?
No, I want to.
Yeah,
Penta?
he's dope.
No.
No.
But no. What about the women's championship match? It was the women's champion Tiffany Stratton going up into her, I think this is her WrestleMania debut, if I'm not mistaken. I think as the champion going up against Charlotte Flair. 1-on-1 for the women's championship, and Tiffany Stratton surprisingly getting the 1-2-3 over Charlotte Flair. Your thoughts, both of y'all? What do
Yeah,
you
break
think?
it down. I always want to get a wrestler's opinion.
It was all right.
Yeah, the match was kind of.
I didn't really care for it.
Yeah, the match was kind of.
In my opinion, it felt sloppy.
I was gonna say sloppy, but I'm thinking,
my whole section also didn't care for that match.
Yeah, no, the people that I was with at Palms, and shoot, we're right there, and Ric Flair's right behind us, and he got his two shorties on the left and the right of him.
Yeah,
with the securities,
two shouties.
Yeah.
Look at that! Let me give a shout out to my professional guy. You see what's happening here.
I do.
Shout out to Stream King back here. This guy's been rocking with me. We've been doing the hustles and journey 20 years now.
You said hustle and journey?
YouTube shows. Like, he knows what he's doing back there. A real professional. And we only got him for one night, so let's just applaud him.
Yeah,
look, he got technology, Tech King. He's doing shit back there.
He's doing it. I said I'll pay him. That's my guy.
You bringing some chicken?
Getting paid, man. You made it.
You paid.
He's doing it.
But Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte Flair. Yeah, Ric Flair was sitting there watching it on the screen at the Palms Beach that we was at with the cabana right next to us, and he was watching it. And he didn't seem too, like, you know what I'm saying, enthused and stuff like that. He was in shock. He was in awe to see his baby girl on the grand stage yet again. You know what I'm saying? He was happy to see that. But like I said, he wasn't moved from the matches and the moves that they were doing, the story that they were telling in the match. So to see how it ended, you saw how Tiffany got messed up. I think she got a chipped tooth. Yeah. She was bleeding and everything.
Yeah, it looked like she had lost a tooth, but she didn't. She just got lumped up in her forehead.
So it was just, but Charlotte gave it a little beating.
So Ric Flair, was he on a good one?
I feel like he was on a good one. Yeah. I would say so.
Because he was hyping that like
as soon as the match was over, he got out of there quick.
Oh, after her match?
Yeah, after the Charlotte match, after he saw her 1, 2, 3, and she was on the losing end, he got up and left. He was gone.
Yeah, he hyped her up big when at the Busted Open.
Oh yeah,
like she even called, or
she called him on the
phone. Bubba Ray called her and put her on FaceTime, and she. Funny story, and I guess we'll post the video, but she called, and I guess after Mania they were supposed to go on a trip together, so he's not supposed to be drinking. And he's over there. I'm not drinking. He's got a drink. The waitress bringing out another drink to him, and that was a funny little family moment there. But yeah, I think that I'm on the same page. Watching the match, clunky. It feels like as a wrestler, what happens? Just chemistry's off and something like that.
Possibly. I don't know. I don't know the story behind the scenes. Like
no. To go off of what he said, it was probably like it was clunky and it was like sloppy based off of maybe when they told Charlotte how the match is gonna go and who's going over. Maybe she lost interest. Maybe, but I feel like. Because I've seen Charlotte, we saw what happened in LA. WrestleMania 39, she had that match with Rhea Ripley. That's probably one of her best all-timers. And then she put Rhea over successfully, and the match was an all-time class, one of the best matches of the whole stacked 2-night weekend in LA and Los Angeles. But the energy and the effort wasn't the same with Tiffany. It wasn't. But they also didn't have no personal subtle like shots at each other with the promos going into their match like they did this year, you know. Rhea and Charlotte didn't have that problem like her and Tiffany did this year. Oh, you're saying like
the beef?
Yeah.
So like that.
Talking about, is that why Ludwig Kaiser's in my DMs, Tiffany? Like, okay. Yeah. Did you have to take it there? You know what I'm saying?
Well, I would still think that they would go out there to put on a hell of a match. It just didn't sync up for some reason. And I don't know. You're still on WrestleMania, and there's still, another story to be told. So,
But thankfully, there was a match after this cluster.
Was that the main?
No, that wasn't the main. There was a match after this, and we're about to talk about that. The main event was none other than Roman Reigns, Tribal Chief, versus the Visionary, Seth Rollins, versus CM Punk. Mm-hmm. What did you think? CM Punk, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns. Am I mistaken? You're a CM Punk fan, correct?
CM Punk fan, Seth Rollins fan.
All of them.
That whole match was why I wanted to go.
There you go.
Okay.
See, tell us what you think about how it was. You was in there in the building for it. How was the feeling with your section? Was they vibing with this triple threat main event and how it ended, or
through the whole crowd? Like, in my opinion, there was no like baby face or heel. Everyone just loved everyone.
Yes.
Like if Seth was on top, everyone was with it. If Roman was on top, everyone was with it. If Punk was on top, everyone was with it. If they put the camera on Heyman, everyone was with it.
Yeah.
True wrestling fans, because those are four like the top entities, the top names in the business on the grand stage.
It was like one of those matches where I don't think anyone cared who won. Like we all had someone who wanted to win, but we knew it was going to be a good match, and we all expected something to happen.
Mm-hmm. But I didn't expect what we got. I didn't expect to see I didn't expect to see Paul Heyman just turn on Roman. I didn't. Honestly, didn't. I thought that maybe this being CM Punk's first WrestleMania main event, why not have Roman Reigns? Why not have Seth cancel out each other with the whole Shield backstory and everything? And then here comes the favor that CM Punk asked for, being Paul Heyman, finish that favor by helping his best friend CM Punk not only be in the main event, but also win the main event. So I thought CM Punk was gonna win because he missed last year, mind you. You get what I'm saying?
No, I think that was the. I thought CM Punk, he has the most in the match. This match, he had the most, like, the biggest story to tell.
The biggest backstory,
if he did win. But like you were saying, the crowd was popping for everybody. They were just happy to see this match. Going into it, I was like, what's at stake here? There's nothing at stake. It's just going to be guys wrestling over Paul Heyman or, whatever. And it ended up being the best night of both 2 nights, the best match. And that was the sentiment from all the crowd, the fans that I talked to was like, "Yo, that was the best match ever." And I didn't think that was. And then when I watched it back, I still agree. Like,
I've watched it back like 5 times already.
Yeah, it was dope, right? And then the ending was just like, that's a WrestleMania ending. Don't get me started on night 2, but that was WrestleMania. Everybody went home happy. It was a different energy after that match.
No, that double down they had going into that waterfall with
GTS into the spear, the stomp.
That shit was sick. That moment alone just had me jumping. My whole cabana was losing their shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That was a good ass match, but they lost their shit even more when Heyman got on his knees and low blowed Roman Reigns. I'm like, what is going on here? And then well, not even that. I'm sorry. He screwed over CM Punk first.
Yeah.
Then he did it to Roman Reigns. So yeah, it was unpredictable. It was something different. And then thankfully they followed it up with even better ending on Raw after WrestleMania. With Braun Breaker joining this faction now.
Yeah, I didn't expect that.
I didn't expect that either.
And I don't know where that goes, or I don't know.
That's good. Maybe we don't need to know. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we just be back, sit back and enjoy the ride, and let's.
We heard this from The Rock.
Yeah, let's see where the chips
see where
fly.
he took us.
Yeah, he took us nowhere.
He said they don't need me no more.
And that's why we got the main event that we got the second night. I feel like let's just go to the night 2 main event. John Cena breaking the record, championship reign number 17, breaking Ric Flair's record for the most all-time world championship reigns in pro wrestling history. The match itself, I was there in the suite for the rope. You know what I'm saying? I liked it. We was loving it, especially when the AAs, every AA that he hit on Cody, and then Cody coming back and hitting Travis Scott with the crossroads, getting his payback for that black guy he gave him in Canada after Elimination Chamber. He got his receipt.
You liked it, huh?
I liked it. It was. I feel like it was good. I was just living in the moment. I wasn't worried about what everybody else's opinions was and what they were thinking and how they were reacting to each move. I was sitting there just enjoying the moment, like relishing the fact that I'm here watching John Cena's very last WrestleMania in the main event for the world title, the top title, and he won it. We were a part of history. I was there to see John Cena win his 17th world championship. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to John.
Yeah, so, that's my guy right here, man.
Shout
out to John.
Tell me what you thought about it, Dave. What you got?
I thought it was so. Again, I'll share that sentiment. To be in the building there was like, oh, I'm here. So I even though night 2 was a lot different than night 1, I was like, I'm still grateful to be here. It's WrestleMania. And I think if you were in the arena, it's different from somebody watching at home that was just like, oh, that Mania sucked. We were a part of something special that night, and that was a big thing that happened. People were complaining about us entrance walking down. I was like, oh, that's cool. Just there's no entrance.
All black.
All black.
He
lived up to his name. He said he was going to ruin wrestling. He wasn't going to give us anything to cheer about, because that's all we wanted to look forward to. You know what I'm saying? The John Cena bright colors and the theme that he's going to be rocking. But he took away all that and he just came all black. I liked it.
I like that. And I think that and we knew he was going to win. I just know that deep in my heart, I wanted to see the final boss. I wanted to hear that fucking music. Night 1, I was like, we're coming back tomorrow. Watch when The Rock comes, this place is going to explode. It's just going to get wild. And everybody was like, Rock tomorrow, the final boss. Everybody thought he was coming out. So here comes Travis fucking Scott. Okay, Rock's about to come. And now, okay, get out the way. Rock's about to come now. Travis fucking Scott. So he comes down. What does he do? What does he add to the match? He walks in there, gets beat up, thrown out. What does he do? What is the
Cody had to get the receipt.
Yeah, Cody had to get the receipt. That's what it was.
WrestleMania moment.
Yeah.
He could have done that on Raw. He could have done that backstage.
He could have, but you know what the real thing is. You can't have them both. You can't have your cake and eat it too. You got Stone Cold. You got Stone Cold WrestleMania. He came out there, the ATV almost ran somebody over, whatever. But he got Stone Cold, but you can't get The Rock too. Last year we got The Rock and we didn't get Stone Cold. This year we got Stone Cold, no Rock. You can't get both of them apparently.
Yeah, well, I don't know. This shit was whack.
I think that's what it was. Final Boss said, "Y'all good. Y'all got."
Yeah,
y'all
that's
got
the dumbest
Cold.
shit I heard. Like you guys were telling a story.
Yeah,
and it's like just rip the pages out and like, yeah, we don't need this chapter. It's like, what the fuck just happened? Why do we do any of this?
Yeah.
Why the fuck is Travis Scott here? Like, why is he there?
He was there.
He was there. What?
He was there.
I understand from a business point why he was there.
He was there at Elimination Chamber. All right.
I understand
So
from
he
a
was the
business point.
previous PLE. So now,
so was Rock.
I know. So you gotta call call the Final Boss, see why he didn't show up to WrestleMania this year in Las Vegas. I guess the check wasn't good enough. Maybe he was still he was still filming that UFC movie that he just dropped with A24. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he was still filming that. You heard what he
said.
No, what did he say?
He said they didn't need me. Like my part of that story was done.
Look at Matt's face.
he wanted to put the spotlight on them.
That's what he said.
They didn't need me in that story. As far as I was concerned, we just did that last thing last minute, and that was the end of that.
That was the furthest from the truth. But
yeah, watch this. Who did you do the interview with?
He did an interview.
Yeah, with McAfee. And
The Rock. He did like a call on the Pat McAfee show.
He did a Zoom.
He's
talking. He's telling the whole how the angle came about and like last minute, and he was like, "Yeah, we could do this," and he was like, "Okay, I think we're good." So he said he had never planned to do anything. You
gonna have John Cena turn heel and essentially join you, and you're not gonna be there to help him screw over the guy that didn't give his soul to you.
He said that was some last minute shit. What if we do this with John Cena? Okay, yeah, let's do that. Okay, and then he dips out, and people are saying there's some beef or tension between him and Triple H where they kind of mucked up the story and shit.
Don't give us the dirt sheet.
I don't know.
Give us the dirt sheet,
I don't
Dave.
know at all, but like if you
hear about that.
Watch The Rock's interview, it sounds like a bunch of bullshit. It doesn't make anything better.
Yeah.
Like, and everybody's saying he just fucked over Triple H because he was saying he would have done shit differently in the main event. I would have done things differently.
He kind of did if Triple H booked it that way, and then you're gonna tell me. Apparently, Triple H probably told you how he wanted to book the show, and you just wasn't with it and just decided not to show up.
Or he had it booked with The Rock coming out. Rock's like, I ain't.
Probably.
I'm in Hawaii. I'm chilling.
But we're not gonna give love to stuff that didn't happen. Let's give love to the. Go ahead.
What didn't? The Rock.
Yeah,
not coming out.
Come out. Yeah.
You're goddamn right. He didn't come out. He let everybody down. I brought people that was like, wait, and not even wrestling fans that just were like, The Rock's gonna be there. Yeah, The Rock's gonna be there. Are you kidding me? And they're like, where is he? Then I gotta deal with this shit. Where is he? Well, the thing I find interesting about these fucking wrestling fans, not that we're not fans, but last year, you know what the fuck I wanted?
What?
Roman Reigns.
Where's The Rock?
Where's the Final Boss?
Yeah.
We almost had it. We were this fucking close.
We didn't get it.
And then what happened?
The Cody crybabies.
Cody.
Mm-hmm.
When I was at SmackDown last Friday,
they was booing Cody.
That was worse than what they were doing to fucking Hulk Hogan, the booing. And I was like, do you guys remember last year how much you were fucking crying for this guy?
Yeah.
Now you're fucking booing him?
Yeah.
So
fickle. What did Daniel Bryan say?
The most beautiful thing, like when you talk about the heel turn, how from a realistic standpoint, Cena is so fucking correct. Is like, you guys, like, you're fucking with me mentally.
Yeah.
How am I supposed? One day I'm gonna snap.
He's right.
Why are people turning on Cody Rhodes now?
Right.
Why? No, tell me.
Because he's their new guy.
Because who?
Because he's the new guy.
Cody Rhodes?
You said why they're turning on him?
Why
now?
are fans turning on?
Because, like
Cody
I said,
Rhodes?
first of all, he's had the title. He had the title for a year.
We love you. We'll cry for you. We'll fight for you. Fuck Roman Reigns versus The Rock.
All right.
But a year later, we're over you.
The booking, bro. You had the man hold the title for a year, and he only defended it 8 times.
In my opinion, it's because he's the new guy. Everyone wanted to see Cena win.
Yeah, they wanted to be a part of history.
And when he comes back, it'll either change back to how it was, or he'll get the Cena treatment.
Yeah,
that's what.
But Cena's definitely dropping it back to him. It's gonna happen later this year. He's gonna drop it right back to him again.
Maybe not him. I don't know.
Who is it gonna be? Cody's definitely getting it back.
Killer Kross.
Yeah. Oh, Killer Kross. Come on.
Go ahead.
Hashtag push Killer Kross.
Talk about it. Talk about his promo. Go
ahead. So you saw the promo he did after. Yeah. The internet's buzzing on Killer Kross right now.
Yeah, because it was Logan Paul versus AJ Styles. Killer Kross gets involved.
Yep.
AJ Styles loses to Logan Paul. Karrion goes to the back, cuts a shoot promo with Sam Roberts.
Yep.
And then basically says, "Oh, you want a viral moment? It's all about viral moments. Hey, the guy in the suit in the truck, go fuck yourself." Like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Wait a second.
I think that so you know Kross, right? Were you there at FSW with Kross? And
no, but I know him and I've met him and stuff and talked to him. But I'm not close with him or anything like that though.
But you kind of seen this come up.
A little bit, yeah. I saw the end of it.
Okay.
Well, this is where you plug the interview you got on Kayfabe Friends channel with Killer Kross.
Well, if you go, we got an exclusive interview with Killer Kross backstage at Benefit for Bay that we did out here in Las Vegas. You could check that out. It might pop up after this one, so just check that out. But it's on the Kayfabe Friends channel, man. But I've had this. I think Las Vegas, all of especially the FSW fam, had this connection with Kross. I started watching NXT when it's Kross debuts tonight. When he left, it was I don't watch NXT no more. He brought this energy, and you're just watching his rise, and then you saw how they screwed him over, and then it was
well, he got hurt in NXT.
No. I'm saying once he went to the main roster.
Oh, okay,
yeah, because even after he got hurt, he came back and
the outfit with the mask and him losing to Jeff Hardy and a roll up, and let's not talk about it.
And then you'd see him come out, and it just fans weren't connecting with him. It was he'd come out for a match, it'd be quiet, and it's do you understand how dope this guy is? And I was frustrated because people, we're always hyping him up, and it's the fans just weren't gravitating towards him.
Vince wasn't setting them up to succeed. That's what it was.
Well, but even that is, I think fans are smart enough to know, when we got Cody Crybabies, they'll push for something. I just don't think they were aware of what it was, and now kind of where he's at now, and being able to talk and do these promos, people are starting to see, oh, this guy's pretty dope. Even the stuff that he did for Bay, all the videos I got on Kross that are going lots of comments. I used to see comments. It was this guy sucks. Yeah, he's trash. Well, every comment is this guy is the future. This guy's the future. Push Killer Kross. I watched some random video yesterday on YouTube was titled Push Killer Kross and just told his whole thing. Is use the hashtag Push Killer Kross, buy his merch. Let's get this guy. And I'm I feel it. When we talked to him, I was you feel the energy of the crowd different? He was yeah. Do you sense that? What is the shift that's happening?
I just think people are starting to realize how good he is at what he does. Even on Twitter, it's people are pointing things out, whether it was the hourglass with Roman, or how he does his hair with everybody, or stuff like that.
Yeah, he's paying attention to detail and catching a little stuff that he's doing differently.
Even
from every
when he
other
Styles, he put over on commentary that he got his gear made by the person that made AJ Styles gear.
See,
he's so cerebral, and we had talked about this before, the stuff he reads, the stuff he finds as inspiration, and then the way he applies that to his wrestling, cutting promos. And he doesn't wrestle a lot.
No.
But he's cutting promos, and then when he does, but that match with AJ Styles was fucking dope, was it not?
Raw?
Yeah, I want to say his best match in WWE. But also at the Benefit for Bay, it was good to see him be able to be him again. He couldn't have that match in the WWE right now. He was free. It was fun. It was brutal. It was him. And I think that that freedom of the independence opens you up to do stuff when you get to the major, and it's no, this is your box, stay here. But how rare is it that how far out the box he is right now, cutting them promos, and he's doing movies, he's doing his own social media, he's doing a documentary. Is this WWE? Like, all right, do whatever you want. What I'm thinking, Triple H said, if you can make it happen, make it happen. Oh, you want to do blood sport? You want to do this? You want to like he's letting them, like giving them a free reign to create what he's creating now. Do you see that?
Shout out to Killer Kross. He's making the most of his opportunities, especially him turning the tidal wave to favor him. So he's obviously going to be a big name that's going to get drafted in this upcoming draft that they have. So hopefully he just gets to change the scenery, because it was unfortunate that his whole faction got released from the Final Testament with Akim and Razor and then Paul Ellering. They all got released, so he lost his crew. So
he doesn't need him.
He don't need him. Yeah, he's showing that he doesn't need him. So now, like I said, like he's gonna make the most of it moving forward. But one of the trending topics that they was talking about during WrestleMania was that roast. The roast that they had.
You got the whole joke. He's gonna reenact
no. I was just saying, like, what have you heard? I got some of them. Yeah, it's just because I don't know if you heard, but like WWE was like actively pursuing like removal of all the recordings of the roast that they had. And it was taking them down, like getting them copyrighted from anybody uploading any kind of the footage and stuff. So right here, I got like a transcript and
you heard about this?
Yeah, some of the jokes that was being said that was like being taken down. Nia Jax was in there going hard on Cody Rhodes too. She was getting like a lot of love and praise and some type of criticism too. But some of the stuff they were saying was Jinder Mahal wasn't at WrestleMania because he was having a midlife ISIS.
Ooh, who said that?
They didn't put the name, but that somebody had said that. And then somebody said at WrestleMania, Jey Uso was the underdog, which is what Nakamura ate for dinner tonight.
Ooh.
I'm like, what the hell? Paul Heyman made jokes about Maurice's private parts.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
No deytail?
No details on that. I mean, they might flag us for talking about it on
Cut
these.
us down. Go
Yeah,
ahead,
who knows?
I think
Heyman also said Shayna Baszler had a penis. Wait, don't do that. Don't do that.
How do we know?
I don't think she does. Wait a second.
You don't think. You don't know.
Jacob Fatu became the U.S. champion, which is crazy because if the president of the U.S. saw Jacob, he would deport him to El Salvador.
Damn.
So fuck, they was on there.
That was Heyman?
I think Heyman said that too.
El Salvador.
Naomi and Jay Cargill had their fight. When it comes to their rivalry, we've only just begun, and they will face off again in your Waffle House. We've only just begun. There's some assholes. It's about their hair. That's
who said this? We don't know.
Even I got that one. Come on.
Yeah, come on.
Okay,
Yeah.
We've just, I don't know.
CM Punk is straight edge from drugs, alcohol, and winning at WrestleMania. Fucking crazy. Jey Uso is still out celebrating and hitting the bar, and history shows he'll have a nice drive home tonight.
Ooh.
Damn. Remember those DUIs?
So let me pause you there. That's a fucking roast.
Yeah.
If you watch roast, that's it. Like, you're supposed to be uncomfortable. You're supposed to, like, and I don't know who got offended.
Well, they were saying Charlotte Flair appeared to be the main source of attack, as there were several jokes made regarding her divorce and plastic surgeries. So yeah, she probably got offended.
Roasts are tough. They are tough. Like, so we're doing the roast of Mick Foley.
Oh, you gonna like this?
I don't think it's gonna go that far though.
But you gonna like this one. They said there was a joke about the Legion Stadium being so big and black that Hulk Hogan wouldn't let his daughter anywhere near it.
Okay. Who said that one? We don't know.
Probably the comedian dude, probably Tony.
Oh yeah.
Oh damn, that was hilarious.
I knew that was the one event I wanted to go to because they said they weren't going to televise it. That you'll never see any footage of it. So I was like, that
I'd love to have
intrigues me.
seen footage of that.
Huh?
I would love to have seen.
Yeah. I wanted to. Do you watch Kill Tony?
I watched the clips.
Okay.
I know I love all the clips.
Yeah. So David Lucas, who is one of comedian, like he was out here over at Town Square, but hella funny. He's always roasted on Kill Tony. He was there, and he was one of the cats that posted his segment. And then
they took it down.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I'm thinking if you're a performer there doing something for WWE like that was a dumb move for him because he's probably never going back.
One of them said it's 420, a day of celebration for pot smokers and Christians. It's also Hitler's birthday, so it's probably a celebration for Gunther too.
Ooh,
damn. I wanted Nakamura to.
We might get demonetized for your jokes you're telling right now.
Not really. I mean, Yeah.
Like if it's banned from the whole
My
internet.
bad. I mean, we
Here's
already
an exclusive. Or
might as
you
well
say
see
it
it
like you
through.
mean it and give the internet a fucking exclusive.
Might as well see
These
it
are the
through.
jokes you. Where are you pulling this source from?
The Covelet TV. It's a UK media outlet. From they was out here for WrestleMania. The Covelet TV, yeah, they're UK media outlet for pro wrestling.
I don't. So did they make everybody take their phones? Like did they take everybody's phones? I'm assuming
it was a quote tweet from the original tweet that they put where it was like they would just say they were actively pursuing the removal of all the recordings of it. So I mean, then somebody dropped this transcript of some of the jokes that was being said.
But I'm saying, like, I haven't talked to anybody that went to the thing.
Me either.
And I was thinking if I was there, I would have just filmed the whole thing because I knew like it would be kind of exclusive.
They was probably making sure people didn't do it. Somebody said Tony says he wanted Del Rio at the roast, but WWE had yet to turn that page.
Ooh.
Damn. Probably the most out-of-pocket one was Paul Heyman making a joke about actor Freddie Prinze starting a wrestling promotion, saying we all need another wrestling promotion like Freddie Prinze's father needs another hole in his fucking head. Damn. Yeah, they didn't hold back on this one, buddy.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I would think that if they drop I don't know, you can't drop that. You just can't because people are so sensitive now.
Pay-per-view.
Yeah. Even that, I think, like it would just.
I mean, if they're sensitive, don't buy it.
They don't buy it exactly.
But still, they said this. You know how people turn everything. I'm surprised they even did it. I mean, it made a good sense. And like I was saying with the CAC, I don't think we're gonna do You're not gonna hear these jokes at Cauliflower Alley Club. I don't think so. They're talking about it's all ages. I'm like, oh, is there really a roast if it's all ages?
Right. Yeah.
So it's kind of what I expected. I wish I would have went to that thing. And yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting. And then the last thing I want to talk about before we get out of here and like get all your credentials and where you're happening and where people can follow you is Hogan and Bischoff did a little NWO teaser the other day. It's like, from a marketing standpoint, that went on too long. They should have cut that thing a lot.
What was it, like a 3-minute video?
Yeah, where they're just like, oh yeah, you know who's coming, brother. Oh, you don't know who's coming, brother. Oh, guess who's coming, brother.
I didn't know
back,
who the hell
brother.
it was, man.
They just kept going like, Jesus Christ. Okay, who's something's happening? And then there was that. So they announced. Everybody speculated they're going to do a podcast, which would have been dope.
Who did you think it was going to be, and who would you?
I thought it was going to be Conrad Thompson, and they were going to do a Hulk Hogan podcast, which would be great because finally we're going to hear like some unscripted, just kind of relaxed atmosphere conversations.
And then who do we get?
One of the goats in the business. I don't know.
I don't know him either.
I don't think anybody knows this guy.
I don't know. Some wrestling coach, Izzy Martinez. Is that what it was?
Might as well be. As far as we know. So they're taking, have you heard about this?
No.
So they're starting a amateur wrestling company, which they want to not rival, but be as big as WWE and UFC, but it's amateur wrestling. So you graduate from college, you got somewhere to go, which makes sense. Because I always used to wonder, like, you're a fucking wrestler in college. What do you do with that? Yeah, what do you, Olympics maybe?
Even then, there's nothing after that.
Yeah, right. And then, or a couple, you pop up in WWE. I thought that was the trajectory of that career. So it makes sense, but does it make sense?
I thought he just signed a Legends deal with WWE Hogan.
No. I'm saying, does it make sense to have a professional? I guess professional amateur wrestling. What do you call it?
An amateur wrestling coach.
What is it?
Collegian or Greco-Roman?
Yeah. Greco-Roman. Because they always call it amateur wrestling, right?
Yeah.
And then, professional amateur wrestling. Does that make sense? Is that something they said that they're gonna have personalities but then like
how would they do it? Would it just be a mixture of both, like WWE and UFC?
No, it would be real.
No, like
personality.
Would it be like
personalities with
a
the
weekly thing, or would it be like UFC where it's like every so often?
No, they want to do it.
Yeah, what was they saying? It's gonna be
like they want to run shows. So
so they're gonna get somebody to pick it up.
Yeah, they're looking for a TV show, and then I'm sure like it. Does that sound entertaining? Are you a fan of Greco-Roman wrestling?
I mean, I won't like put it on, but like if I see a clip,
I wouldn't put it on either.
You respect it. If I see a clip and it's like watch this clip because this happens. Okay, yeah, I'll watch it.
If you
But
telling me to watch this or watch Power Slap, I'm just watch
There's
dudes slap the shit out of each other.
Right.
there's
We
been
wanna-
times where I've seen a clip of a wrestling thing and I'm like, oh,
Yeah, I'll sit there
I'll
and watch
try
it.
that.
Mhm.
Maybe we can try that.
And probably add it to your, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying, somewhere in your
Arsenal.
match. Mhm.
yeah, I just don't. I never found it like. As a kid, I wanted to wrestle in elementary school because I was like, oh, wrestling. And then once I saw what it was, I was like, I don't want to do this shit. Didn't seem fun. I don't know. I mean, I think in a way, like I said, it's a good idea because it hasn't been done, but maybe there's a reason it hasn't
Yeah,
been
it's
done.
been done,
But
yeah.
with Hogan and Bischoff behind it, maybe they push it. But at this point, you tell me it's on, I'm gonna watch it to see, oh, what are they gonna do? But am I gonna be a fan? I don't
There's
know.
so much content going on right now. You got the Stephanie's Places on Hulu and ESPN. You saw what she
Yeah.
just did with Bloodline. You got WWE on A&E with the LFG. You got WWID on Evolve on Tubi, and then you got Raw, SmackDown, TNA. It's too much stuff already going on. AEW is to be watching now, to be honest. So Hogan, Bischoff, good luck getting some viewers for whatever the hell this is. But yeah, anxious to see how it goes.
And when I
Hopefully it
said-
lasts longer than y'all's run with TNA.
oh yeah, they did fuck that up. Huh? Didn't they? They fucked that up. That
Yeah,
was-
because they switched it from the 6-sided ring. I know that's why you was watching TNA too, right? Kinda. And then they switched it to a 4-sided ring, just like WWE. I'm like,
it was like that crap's out, Jack.
no, he was like the wrestling ring isn't some plaything type of deal. It's
Yeah,
not
yeah,
no
yeah,
playhouse
yeah.
playground. I'm
Well,
like, that was
yeah.
alternative. That was different. That's why we watched.
But they brought him in because people weren't watching, so they figured they got to fix everything. They could have just enhanced, but yeah,
I mean, they
we'll
had just
see.
brought in Kurt Angle and Sting and Booker T and Scott Steiner. They was getting some people to watch. It's just they just try to get too big too fast. And that's why Dixie Carter got kicked out the way she did.
Well, that's who was leading the show. That's the problem, number one.
There you go.
But so as we move on, I know Stream King, he's over there. Like this is his first night. You know, he's getting overtime pay already, extra chicken fingers. You got the big match coming up. It's May. We're going into the summer. What do you got planned coming up in the near future here? And where can people follow you and see you? And
Got some stuff coming up. Not a lot right now. I've been focusing a lot on the New Japan stuff. But I got some stuff I'm working on the down low with some people. But
let's get an exclusive. What
yeah.
you want to talk about?
Nah.
Put him on the
Drop
hot
something
seat.
down.
He said he's working on something down low with
Oh,
some
yeah,
people. Don't
give
push it.
it like 2 months.
Yeah.
All right.
But other than that, social medias, Instagram is the main one I'm on. Vandagriff _haha. Twitter, Matt Vanda209, and TikTok is Vandagriff. I don't know what the hell it is, to be honest. I don't use that one a lot.
Let's
But-
go. So May 9th, New Japan Pro Strong Resurgence in Ontario, California, baby. May 9th at the Toyota Center. Let's go. Let's get it. It's going to be Matt Vandagriff versus Fred Rosser. Let's see what's going to happen. I'm excited
Well,
for
what
it.
do you see what's gonna happen? He's gonna what was that?
Oh, now you're on my side.
Yeah.
Oh, now he's not on your side.
No, he's talking about you. Now you're on his
I
side.
know, but now you're not. We'll see what's gonna happen.
No, I said we'll see what's gonna happen. Basically, like put the intrigue out there, get people to tune in. We already
He's
know.
gonna whoop his
me,
ass.
me and you know what's gonna happen. I'm
Oh,
talking
now
to
I
the
know because I'm against them a minute ago.
Oh yeah. You just stay on that side of the fence, man. You know what I'm
There
saying?
we go.
Dog, you on that side? What they say? Stay on that side.
If you have
Stay on
not
that
seen
side.
a Matt Vandagriff match, you're missing out.
I'm telling you.
Tremendous talent, next level. He puts in the work. He gives you a show. Are you a fan of the fans, or you like fuck the
Are
fans?
you a fan of the fans?
I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah.
a people person, but like I'll talk to them if they come up to me.
Okay, there you go. He's not a people person, but he'll go the extra mile for you if you come out to a show. You can see him at FSW. You can see him at New Japan Strong doing his thing, coast to coast. Like, where's the furthest? Oh, you been to?
I wrestled in London 2 years ago. Then
Hell
I
yeah.
just wrestled in South Korea like literally last month.
Damn, South Korea. How was that?
I wish I was still there.
Yeah,
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Hell
What-
yeah.
based on.
Everyone's nice. It's clean. Just the way they live out there is just so much better than here.
Shout out to everybody that's not keeping their promotion locker room clean here in Vegas and California.
Well, I mean,
Let's get it together.
South Korea is a different animal over there, but
Nah, India's nice too. Who's out there? India's really
Oh,
nice
yeah?
too. Mhm.
so when you South Korea, London, when you're in those moments and like this is pretty fucking dope. No, you still don't, or
A little bit. It's more when I get back, or it's more of like, oh, I have to leave the next day, and I don't want to leave.
yeah. How long were you out there? Is it like in and out?
Korea, I was out there I left Tuesday night at midnight, but I get there one-way flight. I get there Friday at like 4 in the morning. So midnight on Tuesday. So like 11:59 Tuesday. Right? No, Wednesday. 11:59 on Wednesday, and I get there Friday morning their time.
He was out there for a long time.
But when do you come back?
I came back Tuesday, and I get back on Tuesday.
Oh, so a week.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was out there for a long time.
Yeah, it's a lot nicer out there.
That's interesting. Yeah. All right. Well, good. I know a lot of times, like wrestlers, they be overplaced, but they don't get a chance to check out a lot because it's like one place to the next.
Enjoy the culture.
Yeah, or it's like you drive somewhere and then you come back. So
in the States, I don't. But if I do stuff like that, I try to make sure I'm out there.
That's what we call an excursion. Yeah, man. Especially when you're out there, you want to be out there for at least. You're gonna be out there for at least 4+ days.
Yeah, I got a tattoo out there too.
Hell,
oh yeah.
What's tattoo?
Exclusive.
Oh, nice.
Like
Was
this,
it Kayfabe Friends tattoo?
this randomly got it at the last.
What is it?
That's like a duck with a knife, like the meme
That's
thing.
pretty dope.
Okay.
But yeah, it's just like the last day, found the spot, and then
Then you remember it forever. That's a good
Kind of
one
like
too.
my WrestleMania chain.
Go ahead, put it
But
on. Go ahead, put it on.
permanently.
WrestleMania 41 chain.
Well, that's dope.
You know, Robert
what
Martin's
the
out there.
fuck is going on in South Korea? What do they got going on out there? A lot of wrestling? Big wrestling?
Only
stuff?
the one show that I know of, Pro Wrestling Society, I believe it was called. South
Yeah.
Korea.
That's what you were on?
Yeah. A lot of good people out there.
Shout out to Robert Martin. Robert Martin's out there in Japan right now. He was one of the guests on our show. Probably, I think he was the first one. Yeah, now he's
Well,
on a
South
Japan
Korea is not
excursion.
Japan.
It's right next door.
Yeah,
Well,
Yeah, I was looking that up when I was there. It was like a 2-hour flight.
it's not bad.
well, good. Shout out to the international travel, doing what you love. And thank you for being on the show. Thank you for all the magic moments that you've allowed us to watch, and just always being a stand-up guy.
Shout out to Fourth Row.
And then Fred, this
Taking
week,
it over.
I mean, you're gonna get your ass whooped. This is my guy here, and
You said Fred's gonna get his ass whooped. Say it with your chest then. Don't be
Fred,
trying
you're gonna get your ass whooped.
Yeah.
There we go.
There you
Say
go.
it with your chest. What the hell? Trying to slide it in.
You think I'm scared? I ain't never
Fred's gonna
scared.
get his ass
Man.
whooped. Like, Fred might be the next guest. Then you gonna have to say that to his face.
I know. Yeah, I will. I will. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe. If you're listening on Spotify, follow us, leave a comment, and we still got some unfinished business, you and I.
Yeah,
Go
we
ahead
do.
and hit that fucking button over
Yeah,
there.
we do. You went to
Yo, you got any last words? We'll give you the floor.
No, I'm all good. Just know that on May 9th, I'm kicking your ass, Fred.
Woo-hoo! There you have it.
And then Dave, I may be kicking your ass next.
That's not how the show ends. Hang on. Did you hit the button? Okay. Nah. We'll handle our business. When we don't, you know, when you have guests over, you got to kind of toe the line.
Yeah.
Next episode.
And then when I leave, you slap the shit out of me. Yeah.
No, next episode, because the camera's got to be running. We just don't want to do it in front of guests because, like, that episode I was on, they started fucking fighting each other. Yeah, NJ got thrown through the fucking window. We don't want that. So,
Dave got hit with a fucking car. Yeah, we don't want. Or maybe we do want that. We want that. Maybe we catch you outside, take out the trash, have that car roll up on you.
Gotta get the views.
Yeah, gotta
you.
get the views.
Thank you. Yeah. I would do it for I'd throw you under a car for
You'll
the views.
throw
Go
me
ahead.
under a car for views. Is that what the fuck you just said?
Yeah,
So that's the difference right
you
there.
wouldn't make that sacrifice?
Would you make that sacrifice? The fuck? Remember this challenge? 100 men versus one gorilla? You go ahead and finish. It's
I
gonna be
just
you
got
and
hip.
99
I just
people.
got hip to that today. Like, is that the big thing? That's the big social thing?
They was really talking about this shit on ESPN. That's what I'm like. That's
Were
why
they?
nobody watching y'all shit
That's what
now.
you were talking about. Like, you don't watch the internet.
You know, that
Like,
was
okay.
trending everywhere. No, he's
Yeah,
right.
yeah. Well, I
That was a
see all
trending
these
topic.
videos on it, and I was like, that
Somebody
must
made
have
a
been
simulation of it. I'm like, what the fuck? And then they have like 100 wrestlers, pick 100 wrestlers to go up against a gorilla. Like, it's not that serious. I'm not doing that.
Well, the internet's fucking idiots.
Yeah.
They got nothing better to do. Build something, dream big, and be like Matt Vandagriff. Find a passion and follow that shit. You're over here coming up with, what is it? Fucking gorillas? 100 people versus, what is it, 10 people?
You still recording? Oh, nice. 100 gorillas. I mean, 100 men versus one gorilla.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
You just checking in with the fucking engineer over here?
That's what you just plugged the engineer over there. Talking
Well,
about he's a standard engineer. This is what a professional level. Been riding with this dude for years. A while ago, you told me he ain't fucking with us.
Well,
He
he's like,
he ain't coming downstairs.
if there's 100 gorillas, All I'm gonna need is Matt Vandagriff. He's that damn tough. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Kayfabe Friends.
You gonna be the gorilla? He gonna throw you in there like that? All right. Gonna guide him right to the gorilla. Huh?
That's the fucking cut sign. This one. He keeps looking like, when is it happening?
The swipe.
I gotta end somewhere. Fucking, I gotta crash out for it to end. Then I always look like some fucking monster.
No, you don't. You look like the most entertaining.
It still hasn't stopped.
On this
it still
show.
hasn't fucking stopped.
You go show him how to do it.
All you gotta do is hit that button, man. I just need an endpoint, ladies and gentlemen.
David Friends and NJ Holiday, talking news and wrestling all day. Kayfabe Friends, the podcast you need.